What's up, spectators? Welcome back to an episode of Ace Attorney 6. Last time we left off at the very end of the case, where we had already proven Rettens' guilt. We just gotta wrap it up. Does your hatred run that deep? Deep enough to kill an innocent man? You're damn right. You have no idea what humiliations I had to suffer. Your grandfather kicked me out after I got hurt practicing my magic. He said I was too unskilled, that I would mess up on stage. He threw me out of the troupe just because he was worried about his own reputation. Since I was but a child, it was always my dream to become a great magician. With that Magnifi, he took it all from me. Well, that's very dramatic. Not really. But that's no excuse. That's no reason to do something so evil. Magic is supposed to make people happy, not used as a means for murder. What's the big deal? I just used what I had available to me, that's all. I get it now. That attitude toward magic is why my grandfather kicked you out. You don't deserve to call yourself a magician. Don't deserve? I don't know about that. Wait, no, Tank. Don't push it. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? Oh dear. That's my alarm. Oh god. Okay. If not for that lawyer over there, you would be on your way to prison as we speak. You're right. I didn't see through your tricks. You see, so in the end, Troop Gramarye was defeated by the great Mr. Rias. You're not fit to lecture me from on high, Trucy Wright. You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn. Take that, Gramarye. You lose. Alright. Enjoy your victory in jail. If anyone needs to learn to let it go and move on, it's this guy. This court and my prison can both burn in the flames of my creation. Bailiff, take Mr. Rettens away. And bring a fire extinguisher just to be safe. Looks like we've reached the end. I feel as though I've been watching a grand magic show. It was close, but we just barely made it through somehow. Why does Trucy look so down? Miss Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to announce my verdict. Could I see that wonderful smile of yours? That smile of a true entertainer as I do. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Trucy Wright, guilty! Court is adjourned. Beep, 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 boop, boop. Thanks for everything, Polly. Oh, Trucy! That phrase! Now you can open your show tomorrow just as planned! And it's all thanks to you two. But now that Mr. Rias is gone, I'll need to find somebody to replace him. Why not get Retten's? I don't like the way she's looking at me. Trucy, I'm so sorry about everything. What are you apologizing for? Roger Retten's used us. We're victims too. He even made me an accomplice to murder. But Betty, we have to take some of the blame for this too, you know. Even if we didn't know he was planning to kill Mr. Mystery, we did cooperate with him. It's all my fault, isn't it? Neither one of you is to blame. The only one in the wrong is the person who used magic to commit murder, Roger Retten's. Don't you think I know that? Say what you want, but don't think for a second that I don't hate you. I guess she really does hate me. But Betty, why? You used to be a huge fan of Trucy's. Shut up! I've always hated her. Really? But if we hadn't seen Trucy's magic show, we never would have tried to become professional magicians ourselves, right? Speak for yourself. But Betty, you still have her autograph from that day. Shut up! Was she acting that way this whole time because she secretly loves Trucy? Yes. Wow, Trucy. Never knew that being the best could be so tough. Come on, Bonnie, we're leaving. We have to get ready for tomorrow's show. You're really excited about performing with Trucy again, aren't you? Why would you make it so awkward for Betty, Bonnie? You clearly see that Betty doesn't like... Hey. Zip it, dummy! Polly? Do you think I really am a naive greenhorn? No way. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? If not for that lawyer over there, you'd be on your way to prison as we speak. You're right. I didn't see through your tricks. You see, so in the end, Troop Gramarye was defeated by the great Mr. Rias. Ho ho ho! You're not fit to lecture me from on high. It's almost like we just read this. Like, I don't know. Didn't we just read that? Don't tell me you're taking what Retten said to heart. Well, maybe a little. I didn't see through his tricks and I let myself be taken in by his magic. I can't trust myself anymore. Maybe he was right to call me a greenhorn. You shouldn't take stock in his words. He doesn't even know the first thing about you. You're a wonderful Gramarye magician. You should be proud of yourself. Thanks, Apollo. But what makes you say that? I know you're a wonderful Gramarye magician because of this!
Take that!
My grandfather's notebook. The Gramarye Creed. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. When you performed your magic trick in court today, you showed the world your dedication to your troop's creed. Even through all the jeering, you kept a smile on your face and won the crowd over. You are everything Magnifi could have hoped for in an heir. You're a great magician, Trucy. A great magician? Me? You really are. That's why. You don't have to worry about what Retten said. Oh, Polly, thank you. Still. I couldn't have done it without you. I would have lost my nerve if I'd been alone up there. But I was able to keep on smiling because of you. Me? I remembered what you said to me at the detention center. After all, you're sure you swapped the swords, right? Yes, I remember doing it. Then I just know it wasn't your fault, Trucy. But, how can you say that? We don't have any proof it wasn't me. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, Polly, but I believe in you, Trucy. And I believe in your skill as a professional magician. So I'm gonna prove your innocence. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Your words were what kept me going. Apollo. Thanks from the bottom of my heart. Now I can be everything I was meant to be. Trucy's real smile is the best. I'm so glad I could help make that happen. Emma? I'm really sorry, Trucy, for everything. But why? Well, I wasn't able to convince Prosecutor Satmati what a good person you are. And I had to testify against you, too. You have nothing to apologize for. You were just doing your job. You're too kind. Oh, I don't know about... Is something wrong, Emma? Satmati? What are you doing here? Detective Sky. Yes? I require your forensic expertise in order to close this case. Come, let us go. Wait, Satmati! The trial's over, Mr. Justice. You and I are strangers once more, with no further need to interact. Strangers? Have you really forgotten all about me? What? You've really changed, Nayuda. Telling me to let it go and stuff. What happened to you? Oh, lawyer of impure soul. I have nothing to say to the likes of you. Are you serious? Now, if you'll excuse me. There he goes. What was that all about, Apollo? How do you know Prosecutor Satmati? Let's just say we're old acquaintances. It seemed like something more than that. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna talk about it, so you could all just be super curious about it. You don't like to talk about your past, do you? Because you always change the subject. I guess I'll have to talk about it someday. But for now, let's forget about the past and celebrate Trucy's future. If you say so. Fucking Chloe. God damn it. It's Mr. Wright! Put him on speakerphone, Apollo. What's up? Apollo, how's Trucy? What happened at the trial? Did you get a not guilty verdict? Mr. Wright, slow your roll, everything's fine. Hi, Daddy, I'm okay now. She was found not guilty in a very dramatic turnabout. Plus, we saved the office. It was a great victory for Apollo. That's a load off my mind. I can't thank you enough, Apollo. Now I know I can trust you to hold down the fort anytime. Really? Yes, you. You're a real, full-fledged lawyer now in my eyes. Now you are. I still can't wrap my mind around it. Thank goodness you were there to take care of everything. And thank you, Apollo. No need to go that far, boss. Especially not in front of everyone. And by the way, I won't be able to make it to tomorrow's show, so I was hoping you could go. You'll do that for me, won't you? Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Full-fledged. So Daddy asked you to come to tomorrow's show, huh? As my assistant, right? No. He just asked me to go cheer you on. Okay, then I'll be sure to save you the best seat in the house, Polly. I really appreciate the thought, but... Good, then it's settled.
Objection!
I should have known. that this is what she meant. Magical girl Trucy Wright will now perform her greatest illusion yet. There are no tricks or gimmicks here, ladies and gentlemen. This is real magic. You're kidding, right? There is a trick or gimmick, right? I'm too young to die. Now then, Mr. Hat, you know what to do with that sword. No, wait! Stop! Back to court for the murder of Apollo, Justice. And that is how Trucy and Grammary Land ended on a rousing high note. With a big round of applause and Polly's ear-splitting screams. What kind of an ending is that? See, I told you, it took 16 minutes to end the case from where we left off, even though it was the end. I knew it would take this long, with all the happy good feels at the end. But, because of that, now we get an extra 15 minutes of episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout. Yep, save the game.
Wakey wakey, 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries compared to... Huh?
Are we staying in, Kurain? Is that what's going on? Another fine day in the kingdom of Kurain. What a lovely vacation I'm having. It's so peaceful here. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Still. It sure was a rough start. Now to do what I came here to do. To see Maya. Her long, eclectic training is finally coming to an end. But before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Wright. Happy-raki! Hey, Albie. Happy-raki. You've mastered the traditional greeting of Kurain! I don't know about that, but I guess all that practicing's paying off. Have you gotten used to life at the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the morning started a little too early for me. Ah, yes, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Kurain. Hats off to you guys. I don't know how you do it. And today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. I disagree. I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So what makes today so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. It's only performed once a year. That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. Wonder what her role in it is. So, what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite? She didn't tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. Idiot! It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. That's really something. It really is. Helping out such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life. So who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly to establish... Let me stop you right there. Is something wrong? It's just... I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story about Xena, warrior princess. I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours to tell. Dodged a bullet there. You're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. Honestly, that sounds like a good time. Just go to like a restaurant, get some food, let him talk for 2 hours. Story, done. The story can wait. In the meantime, you can read up on the Rite with this. An English guidebook? Where'd you dig this up from? I found it just lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. Guess there's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the Plaza of Devotion. I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold though. I think I can handle it. Obviously, he won't be able to. Boop boop beep boop boop beep boop beep boop boop. Plaza of Devotion. It's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. But look at all these people. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted? Right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer? This too is a part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up at the end of those stairs is the Inner Sanctum. I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious. Of course we are. After all, Kurain is also known as the land of prayer. It's said that we Kurainese spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. 15? How do you get things done? From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all the square flags around here? They're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. He's talking about these colorful strips of cloth. There's something written on each one. Such piety is the glory of our people, and... I'm afraid that story's going to have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any minute now. Oh yeah, you're right. Can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, O noble traveler. Yeah, cutscene!
How do you fare, Mr. Wright?
Whoa, that
It's
voice.
been many a day.
What the fuck?
And, who might you be? Maya?
What? That's all the cutscene we get for this reunion? Shh. Happy Rocky, Albie. And you, Mr. Wright. May the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. Oh, this is all an act. Come on, you know Maya. She's not gonna be like that. Oh, thanks. Long time no see, Nick. Well, did I surprise you with my act? You can say that again. This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium from Kurain Village back home. Kurain Village, sorry. I guess maybe it is pronounced Kurain. I've always just said Kurain. Interesting. She was also my assistant for quite some time. But that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count. I sure miss those days. I hope we haven't seen the last of Mia either now that Maya's here. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Rite and Co. law offices. Now she's here training to be the leader of Kurain Village and the master of her craft. I should probably say Kurain Village. Apparently to become the master of the Kurain channeling technique. You have to train here in Kurain since this is where the technique originated. Maybe it is Kurain because that has the apostrophe in it. Didn't I sound just like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's about all I learned from all the training I did. You haven't changed a bit. And what's that supposed to mean? She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused. But you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. I bet it was another one of your famous seat of your pants come from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right? Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing spiritual power. The SMCISP, duh! I've completed the full 2 years. Oh, it's like an associate's degree. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today. Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites. Well, the High Priest's wife usually conducts it each year. But with her baby on the way, it's just more than she could handle. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Well, you may not know all their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet. Just you watch, Nick. I'm gonna be the best Lady Kira, guardian deity ever. I better throw in a few prayers for things to not end in a flaming disaster then. So, about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today. What exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the kingdom of Kurain a long, long time ago. So she actually existed. And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. They believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies. That sounds like something you'd be into. I know, right? Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with the wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must have been really must really be a popular deity if all these people are here for her. Yep, but there's more to it than just her popularity this year. There's more. There's more. So why is this rite attracting such a large crowd this year? Because there's been an actual sightings, you know, of the real deal. Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appeared, just like in the legends. And she began capturing members of the Defiant Dragons right and left. You're kidding, right? They say it's only a matter of time till she gets their leader, the revolutionary Dirk, too. So Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? It's a bit hard to swallow, though. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt the peace. I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life. Watch it be Maya! Wouldn't that be exciting? I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper. Obviously, it's what's-her-face. The lady... The priestess who does the... The seance is, yeah, it's gotta be her. But this is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. I can't believe someone was able to actually capture her on film. Well, it was probably herself, like Spider-Man, you know? She took her own photo. But couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan, you know, like you, Maya? You mean like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in a costume alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something. A spirit possessing a piece of clothing? Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I thought she was gonna say that I'm still young. I got a real office to run now, so I gotta keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You've really lost your edge since I last saw you. Those spikes of yours have grown really dull, and there's even one that's drooping. Can we leave my hair out of this? Anyway, I swear that Lady Kira people have been spotting... What? I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting is the real deal. Besides, it's just so much more fun to believe it's true, you know? I can't believe you really buy all that. Although I wonder who's under that robe. But Mr. Wright, she's the talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm calling it the Kira bun. Talk about a Kira business strategy. No, I'm not gonna acknowledge that. I'm not gonna acknowledge that. Come on, Maya. Just admit it's you're running around dressed as Lady Kira already. I guess the jig is up. Is it really true? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned in this lovely young lady's body. What? Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons could see through my disguise. Feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Hee-yah! Mr. Wright! Just kidding. What do you want, Tammy? I mean, come on. I may be dressed up as Lady Kira from the Rite today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know, that was a pretty solid left hook she just threw. Aw, Tammy's watching now. You were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one could be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed playing superhero at the Rite today. When you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Ooh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. Better get going. His footsteps? During the Rite, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. Up, he's the murderer. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later. If you're gonna give bells to someone, then it's pretty obvious he's gonna be either the victim, or the defendant, or the guilty party. I doubt they actually meant to be a stop slacking warning system for you, Maya. What do you want, Timmy? Ooh. Come down, you. Miss Maya is always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I wonder if this means her training's been all for naught. I hope not. It's Acolyte Zealot. Okay. Acolyte Zealot? He's the one praying in the red and saffron robes. He looks like the last Avatar. The last Airbender. He's a disciple of the High Priest Abbot in me. Okay, Abbot in me. And lives and trains at his house. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle? I could never do that. It's Abbot in me. The purification rite is about to begin. So that's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. It looks almost exactly like what that figure in the newspaper photo was wearing. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it. Please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the High Priest's ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Mr. Wright, it's time to enter the prayer pose like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Okay, let's see. First I kneel down and cross my ankles, and then I bow forward. Great. Now all I can see is the ground, and my back's killing me. You really should have trained for this, sir. Wait a sec. How long are we supposed to stay like this, Albie? The rite requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow. That's 2 whole days! I don't feel so... Are you okay? Somebody help! Mr. Wright. Please, you have to get up. You missed the murder. My aching... Albie? Where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of the Plaza of Devotion. Guess I passed out from that back pain. They must have carried me all the way here. Something terrible's happened. It's Miss Maya. She's... Just follow me to the Plaza of Devotion. Something must have happened while I was passed out. Miss Maya's... She's been arrested! Obviously. We knew it was gonna happen. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, alright? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. You can talk all you want back at the station. Let me go. Maya. Nick, I didn't kill him. I swear I didn't. Quiet, you. Come along peacefully or suffer the consequences. Oh, Tammy. I'm gonna take a picture. Hold on. Hey. Hey. Alright. Wait a second. What on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way... Back off, officer. Emma? What's she doing in Kurain? I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, take her down to the station. But with respect, got it? Yes, ma'am. What are you doing in Kurain, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Kurain? Same here. Long story. But we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. I was close. I said he would either be the defendant or the guilty person, but he's the victim. The High Priest was murdered. But we'll have to save all that for the next video, because it's already been 40 minutes. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.